What's up guys? This is my first time doing any sort of video with tech or my personal setup. Inspiration to clean my build up a little bit and kind of show it off was a conversation with a friend yesterday. He asked to see it and I was genuinely embarrassed to take a picture because I felt like the cable management was just clearly not. I didn't try. It was my first build in my defense and I had never built a computer before. Since then I've built a system I sent to a friend. This is the first time I've opened mine back up since I got my graphics card. First, I will show you guys what I'm working with. This is the specs on the processor. It's an i7-10700, 2.9 gigahertz base clock. I took out 16 gigs of RAM because the RAM I was mismatching. I don't need 48 gigs of RAM, so 32 is definitely gonna work for now, and then whenever I get more, it'll be the same G-Skills Ripjaw that I have in my system. We will pull up Tech Power Up GPU-Z. It's the graphics card monitoring software that I use. I'll have it pulled up while playing sometimes. I did use it when I was reconfiguring airflow in my system. Just kind of shows you what I am working with specifically. It's the NVIDIA RTX 3070. I take it out, show it in the video. If you click this lookup button, it pulls up which card you have. It's the, you guys will see it later in the video, but the MSI Ventus. I was saying Vengeance, I couldn't remember. Ventus 2x overclock. 8 gigs of GDDR6, great card. I have not had a single issue with this card. I love it. I can run whatever I want to play. I actually bought Cyberpunk just to try it out. It runs 1440p, 80 frames per second on ultra ray tracing. It's nuts. I'm going to run through my specs with you guys. For anybody that wants to know, power supply is a 750 watt Gold Plus Corsair, fully modular. For storage, I have 1 terabyte NVMe, 516 gig NVMe, and a 1 terabyte SSD that I have in the back. You'll see that in the video as well. For the motherboard, I've got a Asus ROG Strix Z490A. So you'll get a look at that too. It's a platinum-y accents on it. It's a good looking board, kind of older. I do have a complaint. This particular motherboard, when I first hooked it up, would not detect my Ethernet. I don't have a CD slot. I had to put in a Wi-Fi card. I don't plan on using Wi-Fi ever, but I had to take it back apart, put a Wi-Fi card in so that I could update a specific driver. I couldn't install the driver software that came on the CD with the motherboard. That was a pain in the butt. I did not know it was wrong. I thought I messed up my build. Apparently it's a common problem. I found the issue online. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope it encourages you to take your setup apart and kind of clean it up. It did feel nice, even though it was just a couple of wires I reran and tied some pigtails down. It made me feel more comfortable about sharing my build. So it is something I'm really proud of. Nothing more satisfying than actually building a computer. Put in new components, upgrade a piece at a time. I've had a horrible history with consoles. Xbox has screwed me over, so to be able to have a workstation and something to play games on, enjoy the video. This is my setup. This normally down there. My favorite part of the setup, the drop control keyboard, wireless Corsair mouse, but this is the heart and soul. Tempered glasses, smoke. This is the Corsair 4000D airflow. Solid case, but I am about to clean it up, take it apart, show you guys the inside, do some cable management. So let's get into that. For all these thumb screws. Those of you that don't know, these 2 thumb screws on this case come out just like that, and then you have these little tabs. Just pull it straight up, put that off to the side. This is the inside. With these higher end, it is recommended that you don't use the pigtail to occupy this second slot. 1 cord borders that minimum requirement for wattage draw. It's a lot safer to run a whole second cable, which is honestly what's making this look as bad as it does, is having these 2 pigtails. We'll pull these 2 8 pins out. Thank God these tubes are short. Pop the graphics card out so I can show you guys this 3070. It's an MSI, I think it's a Vengeance OC ×2. Solid card. Market's insane. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for a really fair price. Busting out the iFixit biggest Phillips, and it does the trick because I'm weak. This is the MSI Vengeance. I think it was called the Vengeance. Beast of a card. First GPU with a back plate. I love the back plate. Yep. Hands down the most expensive thing in this build. My goal here is to clean up a lot of this mess. I built this whole thing in early January. I got the GPU shortly after. I watched Linus's video recently on mixing and matching memory, so I'm gonna take the Micron brand 8 gig stick out and just use the G-Skill. I think I'm gonna run, these were my go-tos, my lifesavers. We're gonna tie these pigtails. I've considered chopping them off, just cutting it. Strap this down very tight. That looks a lot cleaner. Boom. Just something that came with my original HP pre-built. I did not know about RAM. Fan configuration. I have the 3 Thermaltake RGB fans on the front, intaking air. I'll just have the small rad, so put to the top cooling for it. All right, so we're gonna jump into the back because this cable right here, I think there's too much of it hanging out. We're gonna route it up through like this one is up top. But real quick, we're going to clean this dust catcher. Let's see. Okay. Now we're gonna get to the part where I'm most ashamed of. Oh, what a shame. My compartment that my PC sits in is just wide enough to fit it. They mirror. Take these 2 thumb screws out. Pull straight on this. You can tell how much effort I put into cable management. That goes my GPU right next to the other one. Don't recommend Thermaltake. Their fan controller software doesn't work. Trust me, I am the guy. I sit there, and if I have a software or something that I don't really understand that's not working, I will troubleshoot it for hours. I troubleshooted the Thermaltake RGB software for literally hours. Could not figure out the issue with it. I can't do anything with that. Pop it on. You kind of thread it through like the first hole, you line it up with the second. Boom, okay. I don't know what to do with this. Take it out of the header between the RAM and the AIO. Very little clearance. I'm just gonna loop it. Okay, so we'll loop like that. Throw that loop back into the motherboard. And I have bent pins and made it look really bad and get it to the point where it's unusable. So to one of my multiple Xboxes that I've bought and had to open up and try to fix. Now, I am by no means a computer building expert. That is, I really struggled to get the graphics card in here. Lined up. I'll hear that click. This along, like through the AIO. Okay, there's one. Actually, plug this shit in. That should actually, I mean, this graphics card isn't huge. It's not going to sag. That is why a lot of people run their 8 pins above the GPU to keep it from sagging. I'm unplugging this. That actually is something I can route down behind in the back panel. Really wish I would have saw that earlier. There you go. Tap this, okay. There we go. Probably the most important part. Front dust filter. Definitely dust. Wipe the dust into the trash can. Just pop straight in. Oop. For the tempered glass, I'm just taking some of this spotless lens cleaner, microfiber, after I get this back on. So I love this smoky tempered glass, but unless things are lit up, you can't really see the inside, which kind of sucks. Let me see if I can get the camera to see through it. No, that is as smoky gets. I'll fire it up and get one shot of it fired up in the video. This is before it's on. The little thing on the motherboard, the Republic of Gamers Strix, lights up. Okay. Very quiet build. The front looks great. But yeah, this is it. Let me know what you guys think.